Good morning, Maria, back with another video. It is 10:57 a.m. It is Monday morning, and I just want to give you guys an update. I'm talking to my targeted individual subscribers, what's been going on with me. I did mention I was getting restraining orders on some people, and I was talking to a family member who implored me not to go through with this particular restraining order, although I feel as though I really should have. But I did talk to the judge today, and then she said if I needed to ever put the restraining order back on, then I can do so. I personally think I should have enforced it 100%, and I don't care what anybody says. I've gone through a lot of anxiety issues. Yesterday my son went away, and I was supposed to drop him off to the airport, but I had some serious anxiety issues that prevented me from leaving the house. I could not drive. I went out yesterday around 7 o'clock in the evening to get gas, and then I had a huge anxiety attack on the way back. So I try to be very careful, and I knew I was not going to try to risk driving at night. It was very intense. And I think what happened this morning is I kept thinking I was really nervous about dealing with having to see some of the people who basically put my life in jeopardy and threatened my life in court. So I was really nervous about doing that. Now, what I believe happened was my brother participated in the court hearing through like Zoom or something. So I didn't have to see him, which was a good thing. Because if I did, I would have had probably a heart attack. It's just too much. I'm traumatized beyond what anybody can even imagine. And I know that my perps think that they don't get it. They don't get it. Like the reason why this is illegal is because what it does to a person, right? I was just, but last night when I went to bed, I was really dealing with a lot of anxiety. And then I started listening to some music, and I started talking to myself. I kept saying, Maria, instead of being upset, you need to get angry. I am angry, okay? But yesterday, before I declined taking my son to the airport, I was dealing with just all kinds of anxiety, worry, because I don't like people threatening my life. I don't like people trivializing my life. And I don't like, when you tell people, hey, this is what this makes me feel, especially when they had no right to do it, and they continue to do it, it's like somebody putting that gun to your head again, right? So I was communicating that in my mind, in myself, calming myself down. Then I started getting angry because I have a right to be angry. And once the anger kicked in, then that allowed me to be able to drive down to the courthouse today, because I will tell you, I kept thinking maybe I might need to take an Uber, okay? It is very intense, the anxiety issues that I deal with, okay? Because I'm all by myself in this world, okay? I don't have anybody. I don't trust a damn person, okay? I'm not comfortable with my son defending this person, and I understand my son's involved in like, he's in the middle of this, and he will never tell me anything, and that's fine. He doesn't need to, okay? But I'm not comfortable with it. I will never be comfortable with it, okay? I have to take care of myself. So my thing is that I don't want to deal with the targeting anymore. I think I answered all the questions about, the fact that I'm not in any relationship, and I don't want people trying to force relationships on me that, like I said, I would not want to be with somebody who would participate in gang stalking, because that's a secret they will never tell me. They will never say, hey, you know what? I know what happened to you. I know exactly what caused the biggest tragedy, the most extreme anxiety of your entire life, and they would never tell you. Okay, you're already setting it on a bad foundation. I'm disgusted by what happened to me, very disgusted, and extremely, I deal with a lot of depression, okay, which I think a lot of targets do. But I do think that if necessary, you could get a restraining order. I think the biggest issue on this deal was the fact that when you have a restraining order, people are not allowed to use guns. And I'm not going to go into that whole thing. And really, the very fact that somebody's going to ask me to be sympathetic about them being without guns, when I basically lost a lot of my life, and they're asking me to be considerate about their feelings, but nobody cares about mine. You see what I'm saying? I honest and truthfully hate these people. That's just how I feel about all of it. Anyway, so this goes back to my job search, okay? Now, I left my job in May, okay? Now, the summer months are usually the peak months where people get hired, okay? And these people were, flit farting around with their fake job. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for any of it. And so you're dealing with, these people who claim to be Christian, but yet they have this weird agenda. I don't want anything to do with the people I used to know, okay? I've lost faith in you, and the very fact that you cared very little for my life to threaten me that way, I'm done, okay? But that delays my job search, okay? And I will not take one of your jobs with your stupid stipulations on it, because I don't want to have to work in an environment where people are constantly staring at me, talking about me. I'm the center of attention of this plot, the scheme, or whatever, this bullying shit. Why should somebody have to deal? Oh, I'm sorry, I just got an email. I was looking at what it was saying. Why should somebody have to be in an environment like that? They shouldn't. Especially what happened over at the farmer's place. Wasn't my fault anyway. But that's what's going on with my life. So I have to re-strategize what I'm doing. It's always going right back to the drawing board, because it's like, this is not a regular job search. I need to get back to work. Now, see, I don't trust my perps to have me thrown out in the street. I really don't. Somebody who would do that would do something like that, and I do not trust these people at all. At all. Okay? So it does concern me. I'm extremely spiritual, so if I end up dying, which I've suspected that a few times, then I know that I have a good relationship, with the higher being. But at the same time, it's like, I feel very upset because so many things in my life have been postponed, derailed, taken from me, belittled, whatever. And it's all because of this issue. You know what I mean? And this is an issue that I will never get over, ever. And it's very difficult to me. I'm getting very upset as I'm talking about it, because it's like, all I wanted to do was move to a little community and set up my life, and I never established anything because of the mobbings, because of all of it. Anyway, so today I'm not going to start looking for work until Wednesday this week. I don't want to deal with anything, and I do need to do an independent job search. Meaning I need to start looking for work, in a way that it's scary to do that because of the rumor campaigns of the previous bullying, and people think, well, you just get out there and do it. You don't know what this deal feels like. You've never been a target of a hate crime, okay? Because that's exactly what it is, and I will never say it any other way. Is a hate crime. Okay, so you never know what you're dealing with. You feel very uncomfortable. You don't trust people. It's a lot on a person. Okay, but then again, I have to work. So what am I going to do? You know what I mean? I've got to make money. And I know that, as soon as we start getting into the winter months, the later fall months, it's going to be very difficult to find work. So once again, people have put me in situations that I didn't want to be in. Okay, I just can't deal with these people. Anyway, and no, I don't. I don't want to work in an environment where I'm being bullied, where I'm being set up to be deprived of things that I usually do, so that you guys can feel like you're in some sort of competition. I can't tell you how bullying that is. I don't find the game funny. I don't find it amusing. I find it like you're threatening my life. You know what I mean? And it's just, oh my gosh, religious people, Jehovah's Witnesses, all these people, fake as fuck. So anyway, that's basically what's going on with my life. I have been I can't say that I've been like in a really good mood lately, because I really haven't been. I just kind of been going through the motions. When it comes to, like, I mentioned that, I wanted to add blogs to my LinkedIn page. But I don't feel motivated to do anything. You know what I mean? It's the issue with social media. If you are anybody who's trying to do anything for yourself these days, you have to have social media has to be free of any kind of tampering, somebody messing with your whatever, because you need to reach other people. Your reputation needs to be good. So whoever did this to me, you are the lowest person in the world. You're deserving of death, is basically how I look at it. I don't forgive what you did at all, and I never will. But I'm trying to figure things out. And it's very difficult for me to do all of this on my own, and I do not trust it to put it into the hands of other people. I don't want people to say, well, you know, I fuck that wearing the uniform thing. That to me is a symbol of bullying right there. Exactly, because I didn't ask to do it in the first place. And somebody just wanted to sit there and try to show me, like, try to tell me what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to work and all this stuff. I didn't want these people involved in my work in the first place. Karen Johnson. You know what I mean? I prefer to keep my work, and then if I had professional references, they would be my professional references. You know, I didn't ask for everything to be blurred into one. It's a fucking nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. It's like I wake up and I'm just traumatized. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. Not much else. I wish I could say there was a bunch of other things going on. I am starting and doing a picture. I think show you it. And added flowers to it. And I'm not a professional, but this is it right here. I know it's pretty bland, huh? But obviously this is the mountains, this is the sky, the lake, and like some path of the grass, and then I'm going to be adding some flowers across it. And it's taken me a while to actually finish it, but you know, and then I get depressed, and then I end up like feeling like I just want to go lay down and just deal with whatever. You know what I mean? It's very demoralizing what these people do. And I'm sure you guys can relate to what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. Let me see what time is it. It's 11:08. After this, I will probably get some, maybe I might make lunch later on today. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't think straight right now. But anyway, I'm going to say this. I don't believe that these people just deserve restraining orders. I believe these people deserve the death penalty. I don't care what anybody says or if somebody's making up excuses for them. I don't care. Okay? I will never believe any of it. Here's the thing. Whoever you know, when you are a victim of gang stalking, nobody is innocent. Everybody's involved. Okay? And this is something I know, and I'm not dumb, and I'm not going to say, oh, I don't believe, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Okay. I am sorry if other people resent my life. I try to live a good one. And I'm sorry if people think that they can tell me what to do with my life, or that there was never any agreement for me to, okay, I'm okay with this. I was never on board with this. I will never be on board with this. This is it's like, I feel like Karen Johnson is a very wicked person to come into my life and create all of this. All of it. And then of course we have like Bruce's family and then my original family. This, you know what? Why? I didn't ask for it. You know what I mean? I did everything I could to have a decent life. You've ruined my life, basically. I'm 52 years old and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. None. You know what I mean? I'm in a community where I don't know a damn person. I don't know anyone. You know what I mean? Do I still work in accounting? Should I work to do the writing thing? What if Karen comes and says she doesn't like that? And Karen's my ex-boss and she doesn't have really shit to say legally, but she feels like she's got to throw herself in there all the time. I'm confused. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I have no idea. But I need to start making some money soon, okay? I can't be on unemployment forever. You know what I mean? I have enough unemployment funds, but I don't want to be on it forever. I've got other bills to pay. I've got bills that are starting to pile up, and I don't like that. You know what I mean? And I also need to be active. Staying in the house all day long, that starts to become a little bit too much on a person. You know what I mean? And yes, I do like to go for walks, but you know what? By the time I get up in the morning lately, it's already fucking hot. You know what I mean? I was able to go out for a walk, I think maybe about a week ago. Yeah, I walked up and I heard the church bells ring. I think it was like 7 o'clock at night or something like that. And then I get back. That's it. If you don't like me going for a walk, that's too bad. I have every right to. And I don't know what kind of weird issues you guys got or some sort of game you guys play. Stop trying to manipulate my life. Okay? I would not want to be romantically linked with somebody who is going to try to control that much of my life. That's insane. It's insane. Okay, I have no activity in my life, none. I mean, like the only thing that I do, I mean, I sew every once in a while, but that's mostly for repairs. It's just, you guys, I mean, these wicked people took so much out of my life. No, I don't want to marry somebody in part of this group. I would not marry anybody within that group. Okay? And if I was to meet someone in my life, I would want them to be so far away from that fucking group, that manipulative group, that brainwashing group, that abusive group. Yeah, I would not want that. Okay? I literally did not see any redeeming qualities in these people. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. I had to release that. I'm going through some serious depression right now. Serious depression. And I had to release what I was saying because it's really heavy on me. It's really heavy, this burden that people stacked on me and they had no right to. So I'll be back with another video. And I'm sure our targets can relate to this because this is the story of their life, right? They're victims of an illegal operation, covert operation. Wrapping this up. Take care. Bye-bye.